children. It's Grandma Carla with Chapter 4 of the Dabble Surprise. And here we go. Abby spun around. Her parents and Mrs. Roop stood behind her. "Quick, get the pictures out." She tugged on her father's coat sleeve. "We know what our sisters look like," Carly insisted, but Abby wanted to be double sure. "We'll stay here and wait for the escort," her father said. He unfolded a paper square and gave it to Abby. On the paper were the words, "Hunter Family." "Great idea, Daddy," Abby said, holding it high. "I'm going to explode if we don't see them soon." "Be patient, dear," Mrs. Roop said. "It won't be much longer." "I can't wait," Abby said. "Come on, Carly, let's go look for them." She handed the sign to her father, but kept the pictures. Grabbing Carly's hand, Abby led the way through the crowd. In the far corner sat two girls. Abby studied the girls and then the pictures. "What do you think?" she asked Carly. "Maybe they grew a lot?" Abby inched closer. She saw the name tag on the escort. It was not Miss Lynn. Abby felt brave. "Excuse me, do you know who Miss Lynn is?" The lady smiled. "Are you getting a new sister?" "Two," Abby said. She felt like a jitterbox inside. The lady pointed out. "Miss Lynn is over there." "Thank you," Abby said, looking. She stood stone still. "Something's crazy wrong," she whispered. Carly came closer. "What is?" "Can't you see? Miss Lynn is with two boys." The girls stared. "Let's find our sisters," Abby said. She walked up to Miss Lynn. Carly followed. Miss Lynn knew nothing about sisters. She introduced the boys. "I'd like you to meet Lee Sung-jin and his little brother, Lee Chun-koo," she said. Carly reached out to shake hands. Abby turned away. She hurried to find her parents and Mrs. Roop. "Daddy, Mommy, come quick. Something's crazy wrong." They pushed through the crowd and found Miss Lynn again. She introduced the boys, who bowed to Abby's parents. Mrs. Roop studied some papers. So did Mrs. Lynn. Abby watched her mother's face turn pale. She was puzzled at the twinkle in her father's eyes. The Korean boys sat down and waited. They looked stiff and scared as Abby's father led Mrs. Roop around the corner. Abby stared at the boy's black hair. It was dark blue. The younger boy was skinny. She couldn't see a single muscle on him, not one. The older boy had sad eyes. He played with a shiny round tag. He seemed to be in charge of his little brother, Chun-koo. Abby walked around behind the seat for a better look. She was dying to see Sung-jin's silver tag. "What is it?" she wondered. Both boys sat as straight as boards. At last the grown-ups returned. "Let's take a walk," Mother suggested. The Hunter family huddled in the hallway. "There's been a mistake," Mr. Hunter explained. "But we don't want brothers," Abby said. "Your sisters will arrive in 3 days." He put his arms around Abby and Carly. "What about the boys?" Carly asked. Mother answered, "They will stay with us until Mrs. Roop clears up the mistake." "We have to keep them?" Abby cried. "It's only 3 days," said her father. "Oh no," Abby shouted. "Where will they sleep?" "In the new room," Mother said softly. "Not our sister's room," Abby said. She pushed the presents down in the basket. She looked at Carly. "Keep the bears hidden." "Good idea," said Carly. "But what kind of gifts can we give them?" Father smiled. "What about kindness?" That was one gift these boys could use right now. Abby stared at the floor. "They won't want bride spears, that's for sure," she said. Her throat felt lumpy. "This can't be happening," she thought. Here's a picture of the little boys sitting down. And I think they're very sad because they thought they were going to get a family. and they weren't girls like they were supposed to be. We'll see what happens in Chapter 5. This is Grandma Carla with a Double Dabble surprise. And I love you.